Hey, what's happening, guys? Dan Dario here with another Options to Play video update. First off, just want to say thank you to those of you that stuck around for our options session yesterday. Every couple weeks, get to spend some time talking trading, talking options, talking all sorts of things, really. And I always value your guys' input and appreciate those of you that stuck around to participate. So if you weren't able to make it, definitely check out the recording. And if you have any questions, definitely don't hesitate to reach out. All right. And a theme that I touched on last night, or that we touched on last night, and basically something I've been talking about pretty much nonstop. So if you're sick of this, my apologies, but you're going to hear it again. Uh, Rampant to the report trades are working great, and as long as they keep working, that's what I'm going to keep focusing on. All right, and I know some of these we have closed them out, and they've kept going after earnings, but there's also been ones that we've closed out that have reversed sharply, and I'm happy with the exit. All right, so um, what has been working has been the 3 to 7 day window ahead of earnings, right? So stocks that have upcoming earnings, so either 3 to 7 days out, probably not too much longer than that. And what I'm looking for are names that are in strong sectors. Okay, so strong sectors or strong subsectors, or maybe just are just exhibiting strength, even if they're not in strong sectors. So basically, I want strong overall group. I want a strong pattern. Okay, and I want the company to have a history of strong earnings. So whether that's the last earnings they crushed it, or the last couple earnings they really crushed it. I mean, I basically want some sort of indication that the upcoming earnings report could be good. All right, so Beyond Meat last quarter, very good number. Technically, it wasn't acting as good as some other names I'd like to focus on. So it was still underneath a bunch of its near-term moving averages, and it was still looking for a little bit of direction. But on Friday, when I was looking at it, it basically had more to do with the fact that earnings were coming up. There's still a little bit of short interest. It's coming off a good quarter, and it's one of those names that a lot of people like to focus on, right? So I figured it was establishing support, or it had established support above this key level, so it wasn't above moving averages, but it also was holding where it needed to. And I was basically playing into the idea that people were going to be looking to really step into this starting on Monday and Tuesday, knowing that earnings were today, Tuesday, after the close, right? So basically thinking that if I can get in a little bit early, then maybe people positioning late could really drive this thing higher as they get excited for earnings today after the close, right? And what happened was Beyond Meat basically took off Monday, and then it's continuing higher today, and it has essentially moved about 80% of what they were pricing in for earnings. So it closed last week around like 125. It's traded up to like 140, 141. They were pricing in about 19 to 20 points. So it's moved about 75 to 80% of what they were expecting on the earnings, pre-earnings. Okay, so I won't say that it can't continue, because a name like Beyond Meat, it certainly can continue. If the numbers are good, it breaks out, it could easily run. That's totally a possibility. But from what I was looking at, I was just looking for a move ahead of time. It moved 75 to 80% of what they were expecting that week for earnings. So to me, that says, there's a good chance that good news could be priced in, or maybe expectations have really shifted higher, or the bar is higher, right? So I feel like the trade worked out. It did what I was looking for. Um, Taking the money off, I'm personally not going to have any options on it, but maybe something, if you made some money, maybe you could look at something further out of the money, maybe something low debit, something low risk, if you want to participate. But it's just another idea, or another trade idea, where it's looking to capitalize on a move ahead of time and not necessarily take that earnings risk, right? So looking for a rally in the stock prior to earnings, so you can either like close it out, maybe you can roll it up, right? Basically looking for a pretty sharp move before the actual earnings report, right? And it's working on a lot of different things. It's not just Beyond Meat. It was Roku, Fastly, Etsy. Those are some of the names we've been looking at, and a lot of them have done very similar patterns. All right, so um, like I said earlier in this video, if they're going to keep repeating and these things are going to keep working out and they're going to keep doing it over and over again, that's what we're going to focus on. At some point, that pattern will change, and then we'll adapt. But for right now, this is what's working, so like that's what we're going to be doing. All right. So if you like this video and you're looking for more information on options trading, or if you are looking for more earnings or more ramp into the report style trades, definitely follow up with the link in the description of the video for more information on options in play. Hope you guys have a great night. Stay well, and I will talk to you all tomorrow.